There's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer, a screamer.
What is going on, YouTube? So today I'm going to be doing another interview with one of the Blue Girls Club members of Season 3. I'm going to bring her on now, so please welcome Neva, a.k.a. Chanel. Hey, what's up, Chanel?
Hey.
Can you hear me?
A little bit.
Okay. We fixed the audio issues around this way on Ever Entertainment, so we're going to get it together. All right. What made you first introduce yourself to everyone, like your background and everything, like, and what do you do and everything?
Okay, hold on, give me a second. Chanel, I'm 21. I'm currently in Dallas, moving back to Miami.
All right, and then what made you do Blue Girls Club?
And CNA.
Mm-hmm. What made you do Blue Girls Club?
My aunt DM'd me on Instagram and was like, Chanel, you should go audition. I think that you would make it. And I'm like, bro, no, I don't want to do that shit. She's like, please go do that shit. Do that shit for me. Like, if anybody gonna ask you to do that shit, it's me. Please go do it. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. Mm-hmm. I didn't tell her that I sent my tape in. I waited till she seen it. She's like, bitch, you didn't tell me you did it. Oh my God, I'm so happy. I hope you get picked. And so we go back and forth talking about the whole little Blue Girls Club, you know. And then she told me, she's like, I hope you enjoy it. I fuck with Sabby from the show, and I tell her like how I fuck with Sabby too. And she basically telling me like, damn, I hope you get on, and if you get on, like, rep that shit. So Blue makes the announcement. He's like, if I choose you for BGC and you tell anybody, I don't care who it is, that you made it, and the word gets out and the blog page is posted, you're disqualified. So I'm like,
that was my next question. Did any of the girls try to DM you to try to see if you was on the show to try to get you disqualified?
No, I didn't talk to none of them girls though. The only girl from the whole season that I spoke to before I went to the house was Fana. And that's because we were going back and forth on Instagram, and we were like, damn, I hope you make it. Good luck. We both said that to each other, you know? So I'm like, shit, I fuck with Shorty. My bad. Almost coughed. Yeah. But yeah.
How do you think it would have been had he not put those rules in like last season? Do you think girls would have clicked up and came in with already their set of people?
I think, yeah, a lot of people would have been like clicked up and, oh, I like her. I fuck with her more. I'm going to get my room with her type shit. But I think it was better that he did it the way he did it. Like, everybody was just down low with it if they did know each other.
Right. And then
do you think the only people that knew each other before the season even started, or like before anybody got in the house, was Fana and Diamond?
Meaning Des.
Spicy and Feisty.
Right. Okay. So then also Virgo told me in her interview, her and Zoe went to the same high school.
Zoe as well, yes. Her
yeah.
They fuck. That's what all the beef was on day one on the bus. Like,
oh my God.
She was like, I don't fuck with her. She fucked my man or some shit. She was like, but you only got the nigga now or something.
Right. Like, wait, so who said that? Virgo?
I gotta walk to the dick. I said, shorty, you walk to the dick? I could never. What the fuck are you talking about? You really tweaking. Like, he couldn't get you no Uber, pick you up on a bicycle, make you hop on a peg, nothing, nigga. You rode your fucking feet to this man's house to get fucked. Then you walked home, probably.
Wait, so who said you F my dude? Virgo said that to Zoe.
Shit, I told both of them why you ain't fucking together.
Oh my God. Do you think there was any alliance?
Like you finna grab that baton, let your homegirl in.
Do you think there was any alliances going into the house? Like, did you think any girls clicked up?
Before we made it into the house, like on the bus wise? Probably.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I feel like everybody was getting a feel of everybody and like, okay, I like her type shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then coming into the house, when you saw like girls who might have potentially got picked, who did you look to on their Instagram and be like, oh, they might be a problem. They might be a problem. They seem cool.
I don't see. Well, honestly, I didn't look at anybody's pages when we got picked. Like, I wasn't just like, oh, yeah, let me go look and make this a priority to see who's in the house with me. No. So when I got to, because I wanted it all to be new. Like, I never experienced anything like that. And I never had the opportunity to experience anything like that. So when I did get the opportunity to do so, I'm like, shit, let it be all new, fresh, and like bam, expect what you didn't expect type shit.
Right.
So I'm thinking we was all gonna know each other before the show. We was all gonna like have our words and exchange everything before we got there. And then when we got there, that's when shit was gonna pop off. Like, oh, I don't fuck with you type shit. We finna get the boxing on site type shit. You know, like I
Right.
thought it was gonna be real bad girls club. I don't know. So
Yeah.
when I got to the house, when I first walked in, I'm like, okay, this you got money. Okay.
Right.
So where the rooms at? They was like, nah, we gotta check you. So they got to patting us down. Well, I mean Bodine. And
Yeah.
they started patting us down, and when they was patting us down, he was like, all right, you can go, you can get your bag, go pick a room. So
Mhm.
boom, I go upstairs. The first room that I walk into was the room that Fana slept in, and I'm looking at the room like how it was set up, and I'm like, nah, it's only one little, like it's only one actual mattress in here, and the others is bunk beds. Well, no, there was two, but the way the room was set up, I wasn't fucking with it. Like, no, I'm not sleeping on a bunk bed. So I went to the room across, and I got the bed like closest to the door. It was like an actual bed, a
Mhm.
bed frame, not a bunk bed. And then we had got all of our stuff, put it inside. I remember I said that I was putting a candle on my bed or something to identify that that was my shit. So I had
Right.
went back downstairs, got my luggage, and I came back up there, and I'm like, all right, boom, this where my shit gonna be. Let's go get back in the car or like to the van, whatever the fuck, and we're gonna go to the Walmart. So we
Right.
went to the Walmart, and they was like, you're only getting the shit that you really need. Hygiene shit, a blanket, and a pillow. Anything else, you're not getting. So we was rushing around fucking Walmart. We had like 15 minutes. We grabbed all of our shit, and we met back up in the checkout line. And whenever we did, fucking Fana and Notoria ducked off. I'm thinking they're getting games because that's what the fuck we did not have. Like out of everything, that's the only thing we did not have was games to play at the house. So I'm
Why
thinking
did
they
they start arguing? Like we saw Notoria start yelling at her in the little when y'all got into the house or whatever over the
from
balcony
downstairs
they was
because
going back and
everybody was
forth.
doing petty ass arguing. She's like, bro, why the fuck are y'all even arguing? Nobody knows
Yeah.
anybody. Like, what the fuck is there to beef about? It
Even
ain't even
on
been
the
24
bus,
hours and you're already trying to beef.
was those arguments fake? Because it seemed fake. Like it seemed like Fana and Danny were just arguing just to get camera time. Was they fake? Like did they put on like, hey, let's argue so the camera
I
could
don't
be on
know
us?
about if they said all that shit, but they did argue like quite a few times.
Oh, like
But I
before.
also stated myself, like, a little
Mhm.
towards the end, like I kept saying, I said, when it comes closer to everybody getting ready to go home type shit and back to where they're from or like where they live, they're gonna get to showing out and getting their last bit of camera time that they can get to get their name put out there. Like, oh yeah, look at me. This is what I did on BGC. I carried the name of BGC, you know? So
Right.
I'm like, watch, you're gonna see hella bitches talking about some they want to fight random bitches just to be fighting. And what do you know? That next day we wake up and that's when Zaza was walking around talking about some I think she was asking for Vaseline or something, but her face was like really oily, and she had her hair tied back into a bonnet and a hair scarf, and she had on a little hoodie and some little spandex shorts, and her shoes was laced up. I'm like, oh damn, bitches is finna box. Literally just woke up, and that's what I'm looking at. And then
Yeah.
she's like, yeah, so Shy want to get another round or some shit. And then she said Virgo and Philly was finna get in the gloves. Or Dago and Philly because Dago fucked with Zaza and she felt that like it was weird that they wanted to fight or Shy wanted to fight her with her being the petitest bitch in the house, you know?
Right. We're gonna get to that later on. I have some questions about that too with the whole Zaza and Shy and everything like that. So that whole Walmart fight, where did you see it happen, or when you saw it happen, like once you got your phone, like what did you see it in person?
I didn't see them actually throwing hands in person. By the time I made it to where they was at, they
Yeah.
was already walking off and they picked up Notoria wig off the floor.
So you was at the checkout line.
No, like when they was throwing hands, I was running to them.
Oh,
Like I
okay.
had run away from March and left her at the basket. And Bodine kept telling me to come back and he had chased after me. And that's when he seen them
Yeah.
fighting and tried to help separate them.
So then Natoya ends up getting kicked out or whatever, left willingly, and she ends up getting voted back. Do you think it was fair for her to get voted back in, or do you think they should have got a replacement in?
Well, she didn't get kicked out for one. She left on her own. Like she was drunk and just wanted to leave to get her mind cleared. But
Mm-hmm.
they did come in with a replacement. Nova was her replacement, which didn't make sense because if you brought it, I wasn't really tripping like if she came back or if she didn't come back because she wasn't causing no problems to me at all. Like she was a dope
Right.
ass person. I loved her vibes, everything. Like still to this day, she's a crazy ass bitch. And she knows why I say that because like that's an insider to all of us that was in the room when shit happens and we all talk. But other than that, like I really fuck with her. What's it called? Nova was her replacement, and it didn't make sense because if Blue was gonna bring her back, why did he bring Nova as well? I never understood why there was 18 bitches from the whole giggle. Like that was so many fucking bitches.
You're right. Do you see how much girls you think he should have casted? Because he always ends up casting too much girls. You think it should have been 10, 12?
I thought it should have been at least one of every zodiac.
Oh! I didn't even think of that. That's smart. That's very smart.
That'd be
You're
dope though,
right.
because then you can see how every
Oh
personality is, and how
yeah.
everybody would act around
You
each other.
never thought of that.
With what zodiac and what doesn't.
Right, that's smart. So then you guys end up doing a new photo shoot, and then Sky ended up not participating. Was Blue tripping on her, or like he just didn't care? And how did you feel about her not doing the new shoot?
Okay, so my opinion about that situation, I feel that Blue is very nonchalant. Like, it doesn't matter what situation you put him in, he's going to stay in the same character that he was in before he walked into that little situation, you know? So, when Zoe wasn't getting into the hot tub with the rest of us, because, you know, we always asking, like, why the fuck she thinks she better than everybody else and don't got to do it, but can stay in the crib? Like, it don't make sense. We all have to do this. Hell, there's some of the bitches over here in this fucking hot tub that don't even like their bodies and still doing this shit. Why did she not do it? And still to this day, nobody knows of why she did not do it. But Blue did not act it as if he was mad about it at all.
I was surprised that Blue didn't send her home because I remember before the season started, he was like, "Oh, mate, you guys got to get the tattoo. You guys got to take new photos, or else you're not gonna be in the house." Like he made it this whole announcement. So I was shocked that he didn't kick her out. I thought he was gonna end up kicking her out because of that. So then, as the days go on, we see that Zoe rubs a lot of people the wrong way. Was she doing stuff that was annoying you guys, or like what was going on? Because we only seen clips of her getting into like the fights and everything. We never seen her doing
so for
anything.
example, you see one of the clips to where Notoria is minding her business, doing her doing March's nails, right?
Yeah, that was the recent
right?
one.
And Zoe just randomly walks up to Shorty and she like, "Do you want a box?" Like, bitch, why the fuck are you being weird? I feel that's weird ass shit. When I told Zoe, because I don't know if they're gonna post that clip or not, because Blue told me to my face, since me and 3 other girls left early, us 4 girls will not be getting posted for no type of publicity or exposure because we did not stay for the whole fucking season since we left 2 days early. Which I'm not really tripping on because you already ain't posting me no way. But yeah. And I got my page took. So it's like I have to restart either which way it goes.
You like low-key lost, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really tripping because it was a loss, but not really. Like I got to experience some shit that I wouldn't never really just get the chance to experience.
Right. You're gonna get your page.
None of my friends got the chance to do that shit.
Yeah, that's true. So she would just pick
like, oh, you hanging out with famous people. Like, yeah, okay.
So basically Zoe was just going around like picking with you guys to like
she would randomly pick and choose people that she wanted to fuck with, and when she fucked with them, she would antagonize them. Like for an example, she wouldn't do the shit when Blue wasn't there, but when Blue was there, Blue would play music and it would be like he would change it, so every time the song would play, he would say something over it. Who wants smoke with Zoe? Who wants smoke with Sky? Who wants smoke with Sky? Shit like that. Like, bro, you're being weird. Why are you doing that shit? Then whenever you know there's only 1 or 2 people that want smoke with this bitch and really want to fight this bitch with or without gloves, and they speak up, you want to be like, oh no, y'all's not fighting unless you go downstairs. You got to get in the gloves to fight. Like, no, nigga, you do not.
Right.
They didn't say nothing when me and Fana fought on the porch with no gloves. They didn't say nothing when Fana fought in the truck with no gloves.
Yeah, that's true.
They didn't say nothing when Fana got her finger broke with no gloves.
Yeah,
they didn't say nothing when Danny and Nova was fighting with no gloves.
I think they wanted, like, I think how Blue thinks, I think he wants like half gloves and half fights in the house, because a lot of the fans and stuff, they don't watch for just gloves. They want to see like real fights in the house. So like I feel like he kind of picks and chooses when like stuff could kind of go on, and especially if the security is tired of breaking up fights too. So then you guys end up shooting a music video. How was doing the music video?
I was so fucking excited to do that shit because Blast is one of my favorite artists. And so is Bino, which is one of his partners that he does music with.
Right.
And when they was going around the house, Zoe's the reason I even found out we were doing that shit, because she was going around being weird, talking about we're doing a music video with somebody, but she wouldn't say Black. She was saying a weird ass name. She's like, I don't even know who that is, but we're gonna do a video with him, and you guys gotta be just cute as fuck because it's a music video. And if you ain't never did a music video, you better learn today because we're gonna do one.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
like, this bitch funny. So we all get dressed. We go to the video shoot. Well, professionals before we went, and when I get to the professionals, I'm telling them, like, "Ooh, bitch, off of me, blast. Fuck is you talk about? Ooh." And Tasha was asking me, she's like, "Damn, you know who that is? You fuck with him?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, that's Bae. I can't wait till I can hug him, so I can actually take a
Right.
picture and post it on my gram."
Do you think
But
they should have showed you guys more in the video because they only show like itty bitsy glimpse of you guys?
there was already dancers there that they had for the video, so the bitches
Oh, okay.
that are getting paid need to be getting they like exposure like you're supposed to.
Right. And then at some point of the season, you ended up leaving and then coming back. Do you want to say why you ended up leaving for that period of time and coming back to the house?
Yeah, because I was on probation at the time, and like I told Blue, I do classes and shit, so I'm
Hmm.
right. I was right at the time to get off probation.
Right. So you
I
wanted to
told
make
Blue
sure that was
before. Me
straight.
and Blue talked about it before I even came, and I told him, I said, I have to either do my classes or I'm gonna have to do an in-person check-in for when I
Mm,
have to do this probation shit. And either which way, like I'm gonna come to the show. So if you don't want to book my flight to come out there now, I'll book my flight. Like I'm not tripping on that part. The money's not the issue, but I just want you to be aware of what I have going on, so that way when it comes time, you're not like, oh, you didn't tell me you can't do that, you know?
right. So then
So
Danny, go ahead.
he he took me to the airport the day that I had to go out there, which was Sunday. I left Sunday night and I came back
Hmm.
Monday night. So I was gone like a legit 24 hours. Within the time of me leaving, they went to his restaurant, they went to the beach, and they did the smasher pass.
Oh my God, that seems like it seems like
Hella.
4 episodes. But that was only about like what? That was 2 episodes. I don't think you were on. One or two you weren't on, and then afterwards we kept seeing you again.
Yeah, and I told them in
Yeah.
confessionals, I said, don't worry about it because I got a little surprise for y'all. Y'all gonna think I'm asleep for a whole 24 or some shit like that. And then the next day, on Monday, when I came back for confessionals, I'm like, yeah, what's up, bitch? I'm back. Or I'm
Yeah.
back, bitches. Or some shit. And I kept saying that the whole time I'm walking through the house and everybody's asleep. I said, yep, I'm back, bitches. I'm back.
Were you scared
I'm
at
back.
any point he would bring like a replacement, like not to replace you, but an extra girl since you were gone?
No. And if he did,
Okay.
we all finna be sharing beds in that bitch. Hey,
Right.
how
If
we
he
do?
would, the thing is, if Blue was smart, he would have brought in a girl just to start drama. You get what I'm
He would
saying?
have
And then,
because that would have stirred the
right,
pot more like another bitch. What you thinking?
right. That would have made it like funnier because everybody would have got mad. So then the talent show happens. Who do you think did the best in the talent show, and who do you think did the worst?
I didn't participate in the talent show because, like I explained to Blue, I feel like my talent is working a stripper pole,
Mhm.
like exotic pole dancing. So the next day, if y'all didn't peep, we did the talent show that night, and then the next day we went to the dance class,
Well,
like the
that's
photo
it.
studio,
Mm-hmm.
which was the best part to me because that show was fun as fuck. Like you see
Right.
everybody just being themselves. It was dope. But yeah, I forgot what you asked me. Sorry.
Yeah, the talent show. Like, who do you think did the best being there, and who do you think did the worst?
Um, fuck. I feel like I'm gonna have to do my girl like this for the one time. For the one time, you know. I fuck
Yeah.
with you the hard way and the long way, but baby, your voice was just not there that day. You was kind of sick. I gotta say,
Who?
Feisty.
Oh man.
Feisty had to be the last one. Like I wouldn't say she was the worst, but we all joined in with her and we was all singing with her type
Yeah.
shit. I think she's the one that did that.
She
But
did say, I think at that point, she was like, "Oh, my voice is breaking," or some. She said something when she was
her
performing.
voice was very hoarse. Like she
Yeah.
was, I want to say she was sick. If not, she was losing her voice like a motherfucker. But I give her effort for trying, cause bitch, you at least you went out there and did some shit. Hell, I
Yeah.
ain't do motherfucking thing.
Right. And then, who do you think did the best?
I don't know. It was a few.
Yeah. A lot of people were saying Nova, and a
Notoria.
lot of yeah, a lot of people were saying Nova, like Notoria.
Yeah, I would say that too, but I would say Notoria first.
Notorious first, right?
Because
And then
Notorious thinks she could rap. Like, when I say that motherfucker could do it, that bitch is talented.
yeah, you
She
this
can
season had a
dance,
lot
pick
of
up.
people had that like actually had like some really really good talent versus the last past two seasons. Like a lot of the girls in your season, like everyone has something that they could do like really really well.
I feel
So
like
they
season
out,
the best so far. Season 4
yeah,
gonna have to step up with their shit and come with some heat if they really gonna do this shit
right,
because
right.
they gonna
Season
have to
four
fuck
got a
with what the
lot
fuck
to live
happened in
up
season
to.
3.
Right. Danny ends up fighting Nova. A lot of people in the house felt like Danny was fake. Do you agree, or do you think that like people are just accusing her of something that's not true?
She was what?
A lot of the girls felt like Danny was fake, like was the fakest in the house. After she fought Nova, like a lot of the girls after the show said that. Do you agree with that or no?
Um, I would say yeah, just a little bit
Ooh, why?
because um the reason why I say that is like
Mhm.
the day we left, for example, we
Yeah.
all four walked out of that house in the order of what I'm gonna say: AK, me, Notoria, March. If it wasn't Notoria March, then it was March, then Notoria. Okay,
Right.
so we're all walking out. The only person that had something to say out of every fucking bitch in that house, and remind you, there was 18 bitches. Out of
Mm-hmm.
every bitch in that house, only one person had something to say and exchange words with AK out of all four of us that wanted to leave that house. So
Mm-hmm.
after the fact that we walked down every step on his staircase on the inside of his home to get from upstairs to downstairs, then walked from his front porch all the way down them steps, which is like what, 15 steps probably, if not
Right.
more. Then to get to Bodine truck and AK throw me the luggage for me to put it into the trunk. And nobody still say anything until we're into the vehicle with seatbelts on and we're all ready to go with Bodine in the driver's seat, driving away slowly out of the driveway. Um, Problem runs up to the back of it and opens up the trunk bed, like the little part that folds down or whatever. And
Yeah.
then she looks back and that's when 313 runs up to grab a bag. Not one time did they call anybody's name to say, hey, get out the car. We want to box right quick. Or, hey, we got a problem with you. We trying to box before you run away or type or anything, you know? So none
Yeah.
of that shit was said, point blank, period. Nobody said they had a problem with me over anything that I had said before we got in the house, after the fact that we got in the house, or during me being in the house at
Mm-hmm.
all. Nobody said shit to March. Nobody said shit to AK. And like it was only what, one, two people that said something to Notoria, which was Fana and Zoe. And I think
Mm-hmm.
it was Notoria that said something to Fana, if
Mm-hmm.
I'm not wrong. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah. When all that take place, she had something to say about it. And then she's gonna sit there and say, well, she did say something to Kneva. She did do this. No, she didn't, bitch. Nobody in
Wait.
that house
So
said a motherfucking thing to me and said, oh, I got a problem with you. I want to box with you. Or, oh, I don't
so
fuck
in the
with you.
middle of y'all leaving, she was kind of like egging it on, basically.
It was like you were antagonizing the situation. Like,
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes
what do you
sense.
think you're doing?
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. A lot of the girls have felt the same way about her too. Like that I've interviewed with and I've seen on like the blog pages and stuff. They're like, "Oh, Danny fake, Danny fake, Danny fake." A lot of people and the fans were saying the house was extremely dirty. Like you guys had the dirtiest house this season. Was that true? Was the house as dirty as people made it seem?
If you lifted the toilet seat, like you're a male. When you use the restroom,
Yeah.
I know you don't leave the toilet seat down as if a female would, or a
Right.
little girl would go in there and sit on the toilet, right? You would lift it up. So when you lift it up, you would see, like blood and like all types of dirty shit underneath it.
Oh
You would
my god.
see dirty tampons. When I use tampons, so this is the way I'm gonna explain it. When you get a tampon fresh out the box, it's in the
Yeah.
plastic. When you take it from the box and it's in your hand, you have the plastic. Inside of the plastic, you have applicator. Inside of the applicator, you have the tampon, right?
Right.
Boom. You put the applicator inside your pussy and you push it in there until the cotton goes into your pussy. Then you pull
Right.
the applicator out, you put it back into your plastic, then you wrap tissue around it, put it in the trash bag, whatever you're gonna do, and then you throw the shit away, you know? They
Right.
weren't doing it like that. Some of the girls was literally throwing the plastic in there, then throwing the applicator in there by itself with dirty ass blood on it, shit like that. Like that shit is highly fucking disgusting.
Oh my god. Was it as much tampons around the house that people made it seem like? They made it seem like there's a bag of
Yes.
chips, there's a used tampon. Bag of chips, like was it just around
No,
the
it
house like
wasn't
in,
like that, but it was tampons around that house.
oh my god. Jesus Christ. Okay. Is it true that some of the girls would sleep on the couch late night in order to see who's sleeping with who? Because I
Yep.
heard that that was a trick that y'all did.
I wouldn't say it was a trick, but yeah, some of the girls were doing that.
Oh my God. So the fight between Nova and Feisty, did you get to see it in person, or like were you, because that was right after the whole fight between you and Feisty. Did she
I
end up hitting her nose on the stairs, or did Nova actually punch her?
Nova punched her.
Yeah. So she made physical contact with her nose.
Yeah.
Okay. Cause it's a whole thing with her hitting her nose on the stairs, also her nose broke and all this stuff. But
But
then I feel like she hit her
videos
nose on the stairs.
posted.
It was,
If you watch the video, my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, no, you good.
But if you watch the videos that have been posted, you can see like she's clearly punching her.
Mm,
And then she pulls her from the back of her head and yanks her head back.
okay.
From my point of view, I don't feel like Nova hit her with the stairs. I feel like Nova hit her with her hand.
Yeah. I think the same. I don't know. Like I just don't think it was the stairs. I feel like if it was the stairs, it would have been a lot worse. Like it would have
I
been
feel like
guts
it
blood
been a
for
big ass
days.
towel worth of blood, not that little bitty ass
Right,
random
right,
couch
right.
full of
That's what I
tissue.
meant. Like a pool of blood. It would have been a pool of blood everywhere if it was a nose. Because if you hit contact with something, the blood just gonna spread everywhere, basically. So then the
So
fight
right
between.
after I had fought Fana, I
Mhm.
think I went upstairs and I had like took my hair down. So while I'm taking my hair down, that's when they're fighting. Then I go back downstairs into the basement and I'm looking around and shit. Because I told Fana face to face, like, bitch, I'm not even mad at you. Like, you could clearly tell we're both drunk as fuck fighting in that video. Like, we gonna drunk tussle. We gonna like go about our way with it. You know, like I'm not mad at you. You're not mad at me. It is what it is. If you want to fight again, we can do so. Which I
Mhm.
wasn't really mad about because, like I told Bodine, and I want to say Dex was down there, and I want to say Tatum was down there, and I want to say Tosh was down there in the basement. But like I told them, I want to fight her when I'm sober. So when I wake up in the morning, I want to refight her. The fuck? Then
Yeah.
when I woke up in the morning, Bodine's like, nobody's touching her, nobody's fighting her. Her nose is broke. Leave her alone. If y'all gonna fight,
Mm,
you can wait until y'all either leave the house or her shit's better. And I'm like, all right. Well, I'm gonna just drop it at that because when I went downstairs before the night was over, I told Fanny straight up, I ain't got no problem with you. You're drunk as fuck. I'm drunk as fuck, and look at you. You're still talking shit. And for the
yeah.
most people to be in that house, Fanny was the number one person in there body shaming people.
Because she came out today and she said that a lot of people are calling her out for it, saying, "Oh, like some of the black girls keep wearing wigs and stuff like that." But she was
But
saying that a lot of
I
girls'
wouldn't say
body
she's
shamed
as
her.
racist as fuck, but she was making racist ass comments while y'all called me colorist, and she was always pulling bitches wigs. Like, bitch, what the fuck? That's why I told her. That's when I went downstairs too. You just reminded me. I said I'm not
Mhm.
mad at you, but like, what the fuck told you it was okay, or what made you think it was okay to pull on my expensive ass wig like that? It's not the fact that I'm bald head or I don't have hair because, bitch, I have a lot of fucking hair. Like, point
Mhm.
blank, period. I don't need to wear wigs. I want
But
to
the
wear
wig's
wigs. Like, I can afford to do so.
expensive.
And I told her that. And that's when she was like, fuck you, fat bitch. Why are you down here? I don't fuck with you. You're fake as fuck. You need to go. Go back up there, bitch. Bye. Fuck you, bitch. You wear wigs, bitch and dude. The fuck? My wigs cost more than what your outfit is. Like, what are you mad for? Your shoes, my wigs is 2 times the amount. Like, why are you mad?
Was everybody drinking that day? Because it seemed like everybody was like drunk.
When we wake up and Blue first gets to that house, that nigga talking about some liquor time. I got the liquor. Who ready to drink?
Oh.
Going around pouring shots. You want clear or you want dark? Which one? And then pour
Right.
you up.
That's the technique that they use in the real Bad Girls Club too. Like the producers will get them really really drunk, so then they'll start fighting. So like
Yeah.
Blue, he
And it's
know he
crazy
do
because Blue did come in our room. And excuse me, it
it.
was all five of us in there. When I say five, I mean there was five bitches in our room, which
Mhm.
was me, March, AK, Notoria, and Problem. Blue comes in our room one day and we're talking to him and we say, "Why do you make it feel like this is the Bad Girls Club?" And he goes, "It's not the Bad Girls Club. Like, point blank, period. This is not the Bad Girls Club. This is not what this was. That was meant for."
Right.
So we're like, okay. Days later, boom, bam, everybody boxing.
are you cool with Fana now? And then afterwards, I know Bodine was like, you guys can't touch her because her nose was broken. Afterwards, you guys were cool in the house, and are you
I
cool
was
with her
still
now?
cool with her. When I really seen that her nose was broke, I walked up to her one on one in her room and I said, "Yo, you need to put witch hazel on your face, dead ass." She
Mm-hmm.
said, "I don't even know what that is. I don't got none. I'm gonna get you a rag. If I don't find one,
God
get
damn,
yourself a
Fana.
rag and come back in this room and I'm gonna give you witch hazel and that shit gonna be cleared up within 3 days." What do you
Right,
know? Every day I'm on her ass at least 2 times a day. Bitch, did you put that shit on your face again? You got some witch hazel? Eventually she stopped fucking or she stopped hearing my mouth and was like, "I'm finna do it on my own, bitch. Fuck you. I'm grown. I know what I'm doing at this point. You show me one time, that's good enough." But like I told her, bitch, I feel like I'm in mommy mode. Like, this should show you right here, I fuck with you. Because if I
right,
didn't fuck with you, I'd let you walk around here looking like a fucking lost ass duck with black ass eyes. But I fuck with you. I'm not gonna let you look like that. And I would
right.
expect the same if it was the other way around. Like, that's just who I am.
Are you guys cool now?
I don't talk to her like every single day, but I just
Mm-hmm.
told her that her little braided ponytail with her little beads is cute or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, I seen that on the blog page.
The Neva vibes. The long pony with the braided beads, okay? She gotta
Right.
sling that bitch.
So you guys did the Adam 22 interview. How was the interview, and how was meeting him in person? How was he behind the scenes and everything?
Yo, that shit was hella fucking cool. I
Mm-hmm.
was nervous. I should have sat in the middle, low key, but it's whatever. I was closer to him because I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Let me
Yeah.
sit closer to Adam. People, when they hop on here, they gonna be like, yeah, I fuck with Adam. And then when they look a little bit to the right, they gonna be like, damn, that's that bitch Caneva. Look at Chanel.
Yeah.
Damn, she famous. So yeah,
All right.
it was kind of cool. He asked us if we believed in incest, and I'm like, what the fuck? Who say that to people? Like,
Yeah.
I look like I fucked my brother and my cousin. The fuck? No.
Adam's funny.
And then he asked us, would we rather sell pussy or be a drug dealer? I said,
Mm-hmm.
shit, I'm gonna sell that pussy. That's the easiest thing going right now. I don't
Right.
really sell too many drugs these days. That's in the past life. I'm on to something new. If I know selling pussy gonna give me more than what selling drugs was, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sell that pussy. It
Right.
ain't gotta be mine. But yeah,
What
it'll come across
happened?
somebody.
All the fans want to know what happened the day Rock pulled up. Give us a chronological order. The day that Rock
What
pulled up.
day? Rock pulled up multiple days.
Oh my! The last day with the whole when she beat up, apparently beat up, allegedly beat up Nova.
It wasn't allegedly because she did.
Oh my god! So she did
You're
end up fighting Nova.
You're messy. She did fight Nova. But
What
anyways,
happened that
um,
day?
so that was the day that we are leaving. As we're pulling out the driveway, Bodine stops just a little bit because we thought Tatum was getting back in the car with us or he was gonna close the gate back, one of the two. Because that's what he was told to do.
Mhm.
So he stops and a taxi pulls up. When the taxi pulls up, he smiles big as fuck. He's like, damn, that's Rock. And he looks down. And
Who
then
said that, Bodine?
Bodine says that. They
Oh
were
my
like, huh?
god!
For real? He's like, yeah, that's Rock right there. Damn, that's Rock right there. And then, what do you know? Here comes Problem's big two-faced fake ass talking
Mm-hmm.
about some, oh my gosh, it's Rock. Look, it's Rock, everybody. I fuck with Rock. Look at Rock. Run up to Rock. And I guess she tried to hug her or some shit. And then as they're walking back to the car, or towards the car, like in the driveway type shit, Problem walks on the driver's side, which is where March was sitting. And March's window was kind of rolled down, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
March looks at her and she's laughing a little bit. And Problem's like, what you laughing at? Or what's funny? She said,
Mm-hmm.
you. The fuck? And then that's when Problem swings, she hits the window, and then she's like, all right, bitch, open the door. And then she's like struggling to open the door, and they open the door. And when the door finally gets open, the first thing she does, she doesn't swing at her to try to punch her or anything. She grabs her by her ankle and tries to pull her out of the car. And March kicks her 3 times in the face, like literally boom, boom, boom. Oh God, I look like damn, Shorty got them ankles on her because she kicking. Oh God, she started kicking her like boom, boom, boom. After she kicked her 3 times, Problem looks back and I want to say it was Shy, Philly, 313, and somebody else. Like they were all lined up on the side right there next to her. And she's like, y'all help me grab this bitch. So I start like I look over to Notoria, and then I look back at her, I laugh a little bit, and I hook my arm on her. Like I hook my arm against March's arm
Mm-hmm.
like we pretzel hook or whatever. So I'm telling Marsha, I'm like, bitch, I'm not gonna let these hoes snatch you out the truck. I
The
got you,
car?
bitch. I got you. That shit was funny as fuck. But I
Oh
told
my
her, I'm like, I
god.
got you, bitch. I got you. You're not gonna go. Then she's like, my shoe. Then boom, they take her left fucking Air Force One, her little
Oh
crackheads, her all
man.
white G Fazos. Then as we're pulling off, she's like, Bodine, somebody needs to grab my shoe. They got my shoe, bro. That's my whole shoe or some shit. He's like, man, fuck the shoe. She's like, all right, fuck it. Boom.
This shit's
As we're
expensive.
saying, like, fuck it, I look to my right. Here comes fucking Mark. I mean, here comes Rock and Nova. And she has Nova by her hair, swinging her like a little helicopter to the ground. Like, she's just swinging. All you see is her head going in circles. I'm like, damn, look at her neck. Then,
Right.
boom, she bopped her a couple times, then let her go. And as Nova's getting up, Rock comes up to the truck and tries to swing out the truck and hits the glass. She's like, bitch, open the door, get out the car. And then she's like, me? She's like, yeah, bitch, open the door, get out the car. Get out the car, bitch, open the door, give me my ones. And then, because I guess she wanted to fight her. Notoria like, bitch, I'm not fighting you, the fuck? And the mace was not even working. That shit was out. So Notoria couldn't have maced her.
Oh.
Why they
Wait,
saying that
so because
Notoria
that was
maced
the
her?
day Notoria maced Zoe, right?
Yeah, that night. Would like late that night, early that morning.
Early in the morning. Okay. Also, she was gonna try to mace Rock.
No, we never knew Rock was coming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we never knew Rock was coming.
Okay.
Had it been some mace in there, I'm pretty sure she would have got her shit blitzed up though.
Oh, Rock would have been that.
Mad as
I had
fuck.
to be
Bitch, you
messing
fucked with
that
the wrong
moment.
one.
You're right. I had to be messing that moment because everybody was wondering about like. There's so much rumors about what happened that day. Some people think Nova didn't get beat up. Some people did. So
She
yeah,
did. Like, I fuck with Nova. She cool and all, but she did work you, girl. You know you got your ass beat, bitch. Just take that one. Like, y'all keep telling me I got my ass beat. Take your L and let's go on to the next one.
yeah. All right. So now I'm gonna get into some super quick fan questions. The first one's a little bit more serious. So before the season started, you and Feisty were in the airport, and then you guys were looking at Melanin's picture, and some of the fans felt like a comment you made was like super racist. So do you want to address that or like apologize for the comment you made, or just put
This is
that
like
to
with me being a part of the black community as myself as well. I was very wrong for what I had said, and it was very immature for me to have said what I said in the way that I had said it, and I should have said it differently. Um, I've already apologized to Melanin when she was on live just recently, and I've
Mhm.
already publicly apologized. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but it wasn't like me voicing my apology. It was me
Mhm.
text speaking my apology. So like I just posted a picture and I said what I had to say. Like I apologize for what I said.
It was only because the way you said the because she's like you're not into brown girls like you don't like you
I'm not
don't
into
like
dark. You're right. It's the way that I said
right
it, which is why I said it was
yeah
very immature of me to say so.
yeah.
I apologize for saying it because she's
Mhm.
very beautiful.
See the Zaza and Shaw fight, the Shy fight, and Zaza said at one point, "Oh, your three homegirls tried to jump you. Three homegirls tried to jump you." There at any point of the house that Zaza almost get jumped.
Not that I can recall. No.
No. Okay.
Now, if it happened on their side of the room with her being there by herself and like going to the
Mm.
bathroom or whatever the case may have been, then that's on their side of the room. You know, we're on the whole complete opposite side of the houses. I
Right.
mean, the house. So when
And
you
then
walk up the stairs
mhm,
and you're in the common area, which is like where you got Melanin's bed where she was sleeping and Nova towards the end. And then you have the couch, you have a TV, and you have that metal, or you have like that little glass table in the middle.
mhm,
Well, to the right is a bedroom that has 4 bunk beds.
right.
And Zaza was in that room, and I was in the room on the other side of the house on the right
Mhm.
side.
Okay. And then we saw Natoya end up throwing Zoe stuff over the balcony. Did Blue give y'all a rule that y'all can't touch anybody's stuff, or like was everything off limits this season? Because that seemed like y'all got away with a lot in the house.
Blue said, "Do not destroy his property or anything that was his, like his personal belongings."
Oh.
So, for an example,
Mhm.
don't throw my mattresses in my pool. Don't throw my couch cushions or my pillows in my pool, or don't go throw them outside and get them fucked up with mustard and ketchup. You know,
It's
shit
because
like
he
that.
saw that on badgirlsclub.
Shit like that.
Right. What was your favorite outing to do?
When we went to the dance class, or the little post studio, whatever.
Yeah. And then for the Blue Girl
I
tat,
didn't get the chance to go to his restaurant either time.
go ahead. You said the restaurant was raw too?
No, I said I didn't get the chance to go either time. Because
I
they
thought,
went first time that I left during the 24 hours that I was gone. And then
mhm.
when I came back and the day that we had left, they went outside. They went to the club and shit.
Mm.
So they went to the club, they went back to his restaurant, and then they went somewhere else, I want to say. Oh, they got the tattoo.
Okay, right. And then with the Blue Girls tattoo, had you stayed the last day, would you have gotten it? And then
No,
also, no, why?
like I told Blue to his face, I'm not finna get branded, not fucking, and I don't have no ties to. Like,
Right,
I feel tattoos are supposed to have meanings behind it. So if I would have got that tattoo 10 years later, my daughter would have been like, Mama, what's this? Oh, this was back in the day when I was a whore and I went to somebody's house while I was married to daddy and I was doing things that I shouldn't have been doing. And I was acting out inappropriately, walking around butt naked. That's what that is. No, I don't want that shit. So then my daughter went to go behind me and go get the same tattoo, not knowing what the fuck really mean behind the tattoo. Like, no, I don't need that.
would you have gotten it if it was smaller?
No, I don't want it at all.
I remember Marcy told me in her interview that was one of the reasons she wanted to leave early too, because she didn't want to get branded. So that makes sense.
Yes, who would want that? I'm not your
Yeah.
artist. I'm not signed to your label. I'm not nothing. I'm not your baby mama. We ain't married. We ain't had no abortion baby. We ain't got no
Right.
miscarriage baby. Nigga, we ain't got no ties. You ain't my
That-
baby daddy with no kids. We ain't nothing. I ain't fuck you. You ain't eat my pussy. I ain't suck your dick. We ain't doing nothing wrong. Like, no, I'm not that big of a groupie to be like, oh yeah, put it on my nipples, Blue.
right.
No.
Did anyone suspect Marcy's age when you guys were in the house?
Her age?
Yeah.
No. And you know what's funny? Well, I wouldn't say it was funny. It's like low key kind of smart, but
Yeah.
she's still rolling with it. She auditioned for the baddies or the bad bitches or some shit like that, and she was like, "I'm March." Well, she said, "I'm starred. I live in LA. I'm 21 years old. I was born in March," or some shit like that. I'm like, "All right,
Oh, you
bitch."
talking about the baddies, the second season of baddies?
Yeah, for
Oh,
Vegas.
okay. Right, right. Oh no, that's Johnson's Cabaret's in Vegas, but I don't know where second season of baddies is gonna be.
I don't know. I thought it was in Vegas. I might be wrong though.
Yeah. Would you also, speaking of Vegas and Johnson Cabaret, would you do Johnson's Cabaret the next season? Because I know they just finished filming season 3.
Hell no, because Jocelyn is a dominant
Disrespectful.
type of bitch. She's like, bitch, be submissive here. I'm gonna talk down to you and degrade you.
Right.
And if anybody gonna degrade me and call me any type of hoe ass bitches, is gonna be my mama. No,
Oh,
ma'am. I
man.
do not need no drill sergeant, no military sergeant, no MP on my ass. No.
But a lot of
No.
the girls though, they turn into positive. Like Big Lex, now she got her own show now. I don't
Jocelyn?
know if you know Big Lex.
Oh no, who?
Big Lex off the show. She was the one who said, "Oh, double homicide." She went viral for that
Oh,
whole
for
thing.
real?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
got her own show now.
I had a I killed my twins. Double homicide.
Right, right. she has her own show. Like she basically did like her own baddies thing. It's called like Big Lex Baddies Collection. Like she put a whole bunch of girls in the house and like they party and stuff like that.
Oh
So
yeah. If I went to Jocelyn's Cabaret, that's how I'd branch off and brand myself.
right, Big Legs did it right, and she raps. Her music is actually like really really good. Who is your favorite security guard?
Free my nigga Loke. On
Why did
sweetheart
he go in
Christmas.
jail? Did he violate his probation or like what happened with that?
Say it one more time.
Did he violate his probation or like what happened with D-Lo that he got arrested this year again?
Man, I don't even know. Probably because he did violate his probation, but who knows? That's probably why his ass got in that pool.
Yeah. Who surprised you the most after the show? Like looking back at the episodes, like damn, like you was really like that in the house.
What do you mean?
Like watching back on the episodes, who surprised you the most on how they acted? Like whether it been like they wasn't acting like how they really was, like how they are now, or like they did some stuff that you saw that you didn't know about that when you was in the house. Like who surprised you watching the show back?
Again, I didn't really When y'all see me on live with Fana, and when we was in the airport and I was chewing down the fuck out of that Asian food, that's when I very first seen everybody. Like, I
Yeah.
wasn't really going through y'all's pages and looking to see who y'all was.
Mhm.
So that part is kind of hard for me to answer. Now, I would say I didn't expect Zaza to really speak as much as she did, because from her Instagram, she looks kind of stuck up, like, them
Yeah.
bad Instagram bitches, like, oh, when you get around me, please don't touch me and ask to hit my blunt type shit. But she's not.
Right.
She's completely different. Like, she gonna hit your wood, you gonna hit her wood. Y'all gonna hit the same bottle, y'all gonna hit the same hookah. Like, she really a chill ass person. She don't mean no fucking harm in the world. I don't even see that girl to kill a fly.
Yeah. She
So
surprised me too.
boxing, I'm like, damn, you're finna fight? Huh?
She surprised me a lot too. I thought she was gonna be like last season, self-made from last season. Like she kind of like blended into the background. She wasn't really like messing with nobody. Like I thought she was gonna be like that. Who do you think did the most for camera time?
It was 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
Fana, Zoe, Nova.
Okay. Who do you think was the funniest girl in the house?
I don't know.
No. What? Not Philly or not Philly, but Virgo.
Virgo is kind of funny, yeah. I
Yeah.
fuck with her.
She was
Hey,
funny.
now that I'm thinking about it, she really was funny though. Y'all gotta listen to that little mixtape we did or whatever, what y'all want to call it, an EP or whatever the fuck. But we had
Yeah.
dropped some in the studio. That bitch said she hit bitches with keyboards. Like, what?
Yeah. Virgo funny. Who do you think had the most play? What girl in the house had the most play?
Play as in camera time or play as in freak nasty?
Freak nasty.
Probably Diamond's freak ass. Spicy.
so,
That double dildo. She knew she was coming to get her some pussy.
so spicy, not feisty.
Spicy. SP.
Spicy. Okay. Do a Blue Girls Club like an All Stars version.
Would I do it? Yeah. But I was told that since I left early, I don't have that option to do so. So I'm gonna just have to
Oh.
book a pop up on their ass and pull a rock.
Advice for season 4 girls.
Huh?
What is your advice for the season 4 girls if they audition and if they make it?
Make sure all you bitches go in there being yourself and don't go in there trying to make no motherfucking friends, because that's not the whole reason of you being there. You gotta think. When you making money, you're not making money for you and your friends. You're making the money for yourself and for what you got going on when you leave there. That's your whole reason to be in there, is your money. Like, get your money
Right.
right. Whether you on OnlyFans or you on YouTube, make sure your money is going to be right at the end of the day. Plan your
Yep.
shit the right way. And then another thing, if you got kids or if you got classes or if you got anything really, really important that you dealing with back home and you got to do that shit every single day, like me, like I said, I'm doing classes and I'm doing my check-ins and shit like that. And if you got to have some type of online classes that you're doing, bitch,
Mhm.
bring you a laptop. They
Mm.
gonna let you do that shit if you bring a laptop. Don't be on
Right.
your laptop emailing folks and trying to send images and shit like that. But yeah, they gonna fuck with you. They gonna sit over your shoulder, but they gonna fuck with you.
Right. Because in season 1, a girl did that too. She was in college and she brought her laptop too. She almost fought and broke her laptop. I
Yeah,
don't know if you saw that.
that's the only thing you really gotta worry about is bitches being
Yeah.
rude, talking about some they don't give a fuck about y'all shit because it ain't they shit. But yeah, you break my shit, bitch, we really fighting. I don't
Right.
give a fuck if I'm getting my ass whooped or not, bitch. You gonna have to beat my ass, but I'm gonna let
What
you
do
get
you,
a couple swings. You gonna feel
right.
my hits at least 3 times.
What do you have going on now, and where can the fans find you on social media? I have her Instagram rolling down here, but if you have any other social media platforms, and then tell them your own Instagram that I'm gonna put in the bio too as well. This interview.
Okay, so my OnlyFans, which is just paid photographers that take pictures of me and
Mm-hmm.
I post my content on there, is baby with 2 A's, Chanel
Mm-hmm.
5, which is CHANEL 5. That's the same for my YouTube. That's the same for my Instagram once I get it back
Mm-hmm.
and enabled. for me to post and get back active with you guys. My current Instagram page, you guys can go run it up, like, comment, share, because I know y'all be sharing my shit anyways to people DMs. It's Big Chanel 5, BIGCHANEL 5. You know, the one and only. Could never. You gotta go fuck with me for the one time. If you ain't fucking with me, then what are you doing?
Yeah. So you guys make sure you guys will follow her on all social media platforms to keep up with her and everything like that. Just in case if Blue changed his mind, because I don't think a lot of girls not gonna come back unless it's some money involved for the All Stars. So you never know.
Right.
So thank you so much for doing this interview. Make sure you guys all follow her now. Everything's gonna be in the bio, and we out.
Peace out. Thanks for inviting me.
No personal thing.